New CJ, Baffoe-Bonnie. Public expectations rise. There's a new CJ. The old one, Madame Gertrude, let me address her properly. Justice Gertrude Esaba Tokono is gone. She's still fighting her case in the ECOWAS court and beyond. Ghanaians seem to be tired of her. She wants to retire on her salary. But now that she's been sacked, she's lost everything, all the luxury. She abused her office. She misbehaved whilst in office. And a lot of Ghanaians applauded when she was kicked out. A new justice who is more senior to her is now the Chief Justice. And being Chief Justice is not about seniority, we are told. It's all about who is in power and who wants you to be the Chief Justice. My brother, my sister, what are Ghanaians saying about the new Chief Justice? But do you really know the new Chief Justice? Let's run a dossier on him right now. According to Wikipedia, who is this man we are talking about? Paul Baffoe-Bonnie. He was born Paul Kwadwo Baffoe-Bonnie on the 26th of December in 1957. So he's not a Ghanaian. 56, I beg your pardon. Paul Kwadwo Baffoe-Bonnie was born on the 26th of December in 1956. He's not a Ghanaian. He's a Gold Coaster. Tongue in cheek. He was born before Ghana. He's older than Ghana. This is the man we're talking about. He is a Ghanaian Supreme Court judge. He is the Chief Justice of Ghana. He was nominated for the role of Substantive Chief Justice on September 21, 2025. He was vetted and approved by Parliament, and he was sworn in as Chief Justice of Ghana on the 17th of November 2025. That's about 4 days ago. This is Paul Baffoe-Bonnie. He was first nominated by some other people before he got to where he is now. And I need you to watch this. This is very important. Jerry John Rawlings nominated him as Justice of the High Court 2000 to 2006. And then he became Justice of the Court of Appeal right when he was ending 2006. All the way into 2008 June. And Kufuor did that. The same Kufuor picked him up, and that was when he became the Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana, the incumbent. And Mahama has made him the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. I'm going to tell you more about this. He was born, as you were told, on the 26th of December, a day after Christmas in 1956. He's 68 years old. If he was an ordinary man, he should have retired by now. And he's married to a very pretty woman by name Patience Baffoe-Bonnie. She is the Director General of the Ghana Prison Service. And we're going to get into that. This is the dossier. His parents, his relatives, where he went to school, Konongo Odumase Senior Secondary School then, and then he went to the University of Ghana. In fact, there were two other people that he was in the same class with, and they called themselves the Village Boys, the Village Trio. He's a judge. Flip the page, quick. My brother, my sister, this is the life of the man. His roommates were Kojo Wuswe-Friye, who became an MPP politician. And of course, Kwesi Enin-Yeboah, who himself was a Chief Justice of the Republic, who retired before Gertrude Esaba Tokono came in. And in school, these three people were called the trio of village law students. That's what I was just talking about. We are building a dossier so you get to know exactly who this man is. My brother, my sister, this is Paul Baffoe-Bonnie. Dash it away. Let's get into the thing now. Now, from what you saw, Paul Baffoe-Bonnie has been one man who has been promoted faster than so many different lawyers in the country. He rose so steadily from NDC, NPP, 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 and then NDC. Listen. NPP, NDC first, NPP, 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 and then NDC. Why are we talking NPP and NDC? I'll tell you something. Do we all remember the Atayi case? It was this same judge who sat on it and gave Atayi 70 years in jail because he feared, because of the terror of Atayi, should Atayi return, if he gave him a minimum sentence, he would be the first point of attack, he and his family. So he gave him a lengthy period, which is legal. Judges are allowed to take minimum and or the maximum or in between. He went for the maximum, 70, go. By the time Atayi will return, he would have been dead and gone. Maybe he forgot that his family and children would still be around, unless he didn't care. Because if a criminal is truly angry, if he comes for you and he doesn't get you, he will go for what belongs to you or what is associated with you. I pray that never happens, though. He was just doing his work. My brother, we all also remember the Public Order Act. Baffoe-Bonnie was part of the people who sat on the thing. Remember demonstrations? Kwesi Pratt has spoken against that. Before you demonstrate, you have to go and give notice, not seek permission, not get the consent of the police. Just give notice to the police that today we want to have this demonstration. And if the police, in its own wisdom, realizes or thinks that no, this thing here, it will cause a problem, this demonstration would worry, the police can say no, don't do it on this day, you can do it on that day. But the essence is to let the police give you protection. Baffoe-Bonnie was one of those who sat on that. My brother, my sister, this is Baffoe-Bonnie. One, he rose steadily, more as compared to a lot of his colleagues. Politically, non-politically, your guess is as good as mine. This is Paul Baffoe-Bonnie, Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Now, the interesting thing is, Kufuor promoted him. Nana Addo came. And then he wasn't considered. What could have been the issue? Do we all remember when the NPP went to court? And when the NPP was in court, Bawumia was speaking English, telling the whole country how the NPP won the election under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and why they deserve to overturn the results and give the victory to the NPP. The NDC had incumbency. Baffoe-Bonnie was one of the people who sat against that decision and gave it out to the NDC. And Mahama came into power for the first time as president on his own after he succeeded Atta Mills. That angered the NPP, I believed. You are a man, pa. Then you go and sit down there and then you would give the victory to another party. So when they came back into power after Mahama's first term, they pushed him away, even though he was the senior most. We promoted you. Then you got there and you didn't give us the victory. So they fell out, allegedly. So he sat back and saw junior lawyers rise to the Chief Justice position, like Gertrude Esaba Tokono. So when the NDC came into power, it was almost like a time to say, let us reset that disorder. And they brought him in after the petition and so on and so forth. Have we built a good enough dossier on this man? This is the guy. Now, two things are clear. Whether you are his man or not, it looks like Chief Justice Paul Baffoe-Bonnie has his own mind and is ready to take his own decision based on the law. He kicked out the NPP that brought in prominence and went supporting the truths of the NDC and brought Mahama into power. I spoke with a number of lawyers before I came for this show. My brother, my sister, now he is the Chief Justice. He was the one who sentenced Atai to 70 years in prison. In all, 106 years. Slapped Atai, different counts, but he won't come out until after 70 years. Some of them are running concurrently. This is Paul Baffoe-Bonnie, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Ghanaians have been speaking. I interviewed a number of Ghanaians. They believe that this is a no-nonsense Chief Justice. There would be more action in his regime. Paul Baffoe-Bonnie, Ghanaians are expecting that there will be speedy trials. Unlike in the days of Gertrude Tokonu, where you would go trying to file a case in court and you will have to be told after sitting when the case would happen. Ghanaians hope that that thing would be reversed, so that the moment you file, you are told that on this day you are coming on. Again, cases that are lingering in the courthouses unnecessarily, as the president bemoaned, will run fast. And those who in other regimes would have gone in for 10 years, in this man's regime, they will go for 50 years. It looks like he's coming in with a hammer, not a gavel. The lawyer's hammer is called a gavel, but he's coming with an iron hammer. The good thing is that he will work with the law. Another good thing is that he's a man of principle. He was also at the prison service, but there was a conflict between him and his wife, either him or the wife, and he decided to step out so that his wife could be there. And today, because he stepped out, his wife is now the Director General of the prison service. Can you see the relationship? Can you see the relationship? Can I tell you something? There's a screenshot of the wife. And there's some interesting thing there from Ghana Web. This one. That's the wife. It says, meet Patience Baffoe-Bonnie. She's a lawyer, Esquire. The distinguished wife of Chief Justice nominee at the time, Paul Baffoe-Bonnie. She currently serves as the Director General of the Ghana Prison Service and brings decades of legal and correctional leadership to the table. Their union represents one of Ghana's most prominent public service couples. He on the judiciary bench, prosecuting people and giving them sentences, directing them to the jailhouse where his wife is. He will jail them in the court and direct them to the wife to make sure that they are incarcerated. Wow! It's like wife is pounding fufu and husband has the soup. So you buy the fufu and then you go and get the soup. They are a very formidable pair. The justice system would have the wheels running smoother. What they can't discuss in office completely, they will meet at home and complete that. May Ghana continue to prosper. Dash it away. So Chief Justice Paul Baffoe-Bonnie, Ghanaians have so much expectations of you. We believe that you will deliver. It's all in the interest of God and Ghana and country. We believe you, we love you, we appreciate you. And we shall support you. It's the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power.